let's talk hormones. All right. Hormones is actually the changes in hormones is actually one of the biggest hidden triggers of autoimmunity. And I just mentioned why. So you can tell after how many of you came down with your autoimmune symptoms, you can even trace it back to when you delivered a baby. That was me. Okay. How many of you was certain times of the month you notice your autoimmune flares are way worse? And how many of you is between the age of 38 and 50, and this is when you were started to have your autoimmune diagnosis, or that's when it got worse? So there's a huge hormonal role here. Let's specifically talk about pain. What does hormones have to do with pain? So what I'm going to tell you is it really impacts upon healing. So yes. So I think about just, many hormones can affect healing, but I think about thyroid hormones. There's a thyroid receptor on every cell of your body. So it's literally like an on-off switch. And if your switch for your thyroid on your cells are low, like off, you can't heal. So think about all the micro damage and pain and sprains that can happen if you don't have properly adjusted thyroid levels. What's going to happen? You can't heal. The other thing is, let's talk about the role of estrogen and progesterone. If estrogen is too high, progesterone is too low. Okay. Progesterone is a healing hormone. And in fact, they actually shown that in TBIs, which is traumatic brain injuries, supplementing with progesterone really speeds up healing like crazy. So hormones just ain't about your periods. Hormones have a huge role in actually helping decrease pain and helping proper healing. Data is out on that, okay? It's real. But the real question is going to be, how do you actually, how do you just thinking about it right now, how do I even get started dealing with my hormones? I can tell you proper testing is going to be really important, proper education, because you're going to know more than most doctors out there about this, even after watching this one video. And then number 3 is going to be like having proper mentorship, somebody who knows what they're talking about when it comes to hormones and autoimmunity or just hormone balance in general. This is why we have my hormone masterclass. Check it out if you guys haven't checked it out. It's one of our programs. But that being said, what I'm going to tell you is what's one thing that you can really do with hormones and wrap your mind around hormones and pain is liver. Hormones are actually made, processed, detoxified. A lot of that happens through the liver, okay? And so in our program, My Hormone Masterclass, which is our hormone program, and in our main program, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally, both programs, we have hidden in the hormone section a huge liver detox program that helps your liver work better to actually break down some of these hormones and the toxins from hurt muscles and injury. Okay. So yes. So you got to really think about liver. There's a whole program around this in all our programs on liver. If I was to say what's one thing you can really do to actually help make sure your liver is operating properly is actually blood sugar balance. Because every time you hit high blood sugar, that your body turns it into fat, which is stored in the liver. Then you get fatty liver, which then decreases your liver function. And then that affects hormones and pain. So these are all the pieces that are connected in our program, Transform Autoimmune. These are just 2 of the items that I'm talking about. So hormones and liver is huge. It's a holy grail on it. And if there's one supplement for liver that I do recommend is Liver Love. Yeah, so Liver Love is one of our products, and it's really made to really rev your liver's ability to actually break down toxins, inflammation factors that actually collect in your body and cause pain. So Liver Love, I typically recommend people take about 2 a day. That's all it takes, big bottle. It's got the herbs that work together to actually help your liver work better.
We have people oftentimes in the group asking about inflammation and what they can do. Do I hear you saying Liver Love helps with inflammation?
It does indirectly. So that's a really good question because there are many types of supplementation for inflammation. And that's why for me, if you're looking for like a whole line of supplements around decreasing the inflammation for pain, I would check out the Pain Essentials, that whole line. And I can tell you that there's a couple in there that are like my go-to solid gold that I do whenever I have a flare. But I'm going to tell you that liver works indirectly for pain because liver is like, it's not like, it's not like taking an aspirin or Advil and saying, oh, okay, that's going to help decrease inflammation in the muscle. That's going to decrease the pain. Liver is different. Liver is another organ here, giant, that's going to remove poison and toxins from your body. So, what develops in painful muscle and tissue is inflammation factors, exploded cells, warring debris, and stuff. What helps get rid of it is actually your liver. So, liver, think about it as clearing the whole sink of junk. But it's the collection of junk in the sink that you're talking about that causes pain. That would be the pain essentials line. But if you're talking about how to drain it and get it out, you would be using Liver Love to do that. Jamie just asked, is taking Liver Love okay with epilepsy medications? Actually, it's great. So, if one of the biggest side effects of actual medications, if you actually look at the doctor world, the MD hat on right now, if you actually look at the biggest side effect of every medication on the planet, about 50, 60% of them says liver problems. So, a lot of my clients, and I do this as well, is if I have to take a medication, you sure as hell I'm going to be taking Liver Love every day to decrease the toxic breakdown product of some of these medications to actually help clear it from the body. So you're actually decreasing your risk of a liver damage or liver reactions when you take Liver Love if you have to take medications. And that's one of the biggest problems with a lot of medications is they actually can build up a toxic load, which can cause damage to the liver and the rest of your body that way. So Liver Love is great on any medication to actually help with clearance of some of the breakdown products and decrease side effects.
So we have a question saying, is this for men as well?
Hell
Can
yes.
this work for men?
Oh, yeah. Everything I'm talking about refers to men. Men have hormonal balances just like women. Men also have blood sugar imbalances just like women. Everything I'm talking about here refers to men and women. Those of you starting to link hormones and autoimmunity, please join the Facebook group, Transform Autoimmune Disease Naturally. And there's a whole guide section on hormonal hell and how it's linked with autoimmune hell. There's a reason why the most common times people come down with autoimmunity is after the delivery of a child. Certain times of the month you get flares, and then also perimenopause. Most common person getting autoimmune disease is a woman between 38 and 48. So that's hormonally linked. If you're interested in learning more about hormones and autoimmunity, comment in the comment section below. That'll be great. If you're not in the Facebook group, join the Facebook group.